A critical step to preparing for a Meeting of the Minds workshop is customizing your slides to reflect the data of your group. Watch this video to learn how to do this. One side note, the slides in this video are from the Emergenetics Business PowerPoint. If you are a STEP associate, your slides will look a bit different. However, the content is the same. Another resource you can reference is the Slide Customization Guide in the Meeting of the Minds Facilitator Manual. You'll have 8 slides to customize with the group's percentages. The 3 behaviors, expressiveness, assertiveness, and flexibility, as well as the 4 thinking attributes, analytical, structural, social, and conceptual. And then the final slide that shows all of the thinking attribute preferences on this metaphor. Reference the group's thinking spectrum to get the data for the slides. All of the data you'll need can be found at the bottom of the thinking spectrum in the report summary. As a reminder, there are 2 sections to the report summary. The section on the left displays the number and percentage of participants in the group that have each thinking attribute and preference. The section on the right shows the behavior percentages. One thing to note regarding the behavior summary is that the behaviors are displayed horizontally while the percentages are displayed vertically. Here's an example of how to customize the behavior slides using the expressiveness slide. Reference the behavior portion of the report summary on the thinking spectrum and look at the expressiveness column. This table shows that 17% are first-third expressive, 42% are second-third, and 42% are third-third expressive. Go to the expressiveness slide and populate the percentages accordingly. One quick tip. Sometimes the percentage numbers on the report summary don't add up to 100%. This is because the system generates the percentages by rounding up or down to the closest integer. This could throw off some of your participants. So, if the total sum is more or less than 100%, we recommend that you round up or down one of the behavior percentages. It doesn't matter which behavior percentage you modify. In this scenario, I chose the expressiveness percentage and rounded it down to 16% to have the total equal 100%. And here's the change on the slide. For the thinking attributes, reference the thinking portion of the report summary to find the percentage of people in the group with each attribute and preference. As an example, let's look at the analytical slide. Identify the number of people with an analytical preference, which in this case is 54%. And then insert that number into the slide. For the final slide, reference the Thinking Spectrum report summary to find the percentages for each thinking attribute. In this example, 54% have an analytical preference, 42% have a structural preference, 63% have social as a preference, and 54% have a conceptual preference. Here is the slide with the percentages included. Now remember, the sum of these percentages will be greater than 100% because the majority of the group will have multimodal profiles.